have a decent life. I can travel anywhere I want, eat out at some of the best restaurants. On paper, it all looks good. If you visit my Instagram profile, you'll see me looking happy, but you'll never know how I really feel inside.
How do you feel inside?
I feel like I don't belong to any of these places. It feels like where I am in life, it's not really mine.
So you feel like you don't belong to the life you're now living.
Look, I enjoy the money. I enjoy nice clothes. I enjoy travel and that I don't have to work to make ends meet. I just.
There's nothing wrong with having money and enjoying all of those things, but I'm sensing some sort of discomfort associated with money.
I just don't feel good because of the things that happened. There's a man who is in jail right now. For life. Like, he's a monster, no doubt. I always knew it. I always knew who he was.
What can I do for you today, Giuliana?
If you could hypnotize me to forget this man and get him out of my head, maybe I could live a life and enjoy what I have.
Well, it's not so simple. We can't really erase memories, and I can't really completely make you forget someone.
But what about those shows when we see people forget their names or act crazy on stage?
That's stage hypnosis, you're right. They forget their names temporarily. In fact, they don't really forget their names. It's an act of forgetting, which they really agree to play.
So it's not real.
What really depends on what you define by real. People want to be hypnotized, to act funny or crazy, as you say. The hypnotist is giving those people a permission to act funny and really kind of allowing them to be kids again. See, for an audience, it may look like they're under some mind control or as if they're doing something against their will, but they are totally and completely aware of what they're doing.
So they know what they're doing.
Of course, they want to be hypnotized. It's freeing. People wouldn't normally do those outrageous things in real life, but it can happen on stage. Like you today, you want to be hypnotized to change the way you feel about something. You're not here to entertain anyone, of course, unless we're being filmed for a TV show of some kind. Do you know what I mean?
So what can you do for me?
Your past is gone, Giuliana, and it should not direct your present or future. You just need to process an important lesson, and then you can restart your life.
I wish it was that easy.
It can be. You just need to shift perception, break ties with the past, and process that important lesson. But really, most importantly, Giuliana, you really need to stop dwelling on what happened and just move on.
It's hard. The feeling is too strong.
Tell me about that feeling when you talk about this experience. Give it a name.
Bitter. Sour. Sad. Ashamed that I allowed him to treat me like that. He was making sexual jokes. It was disgusting. But I just ignored it over and over again. I didn't have to go out to dinners with him to discuss meetings or business. He just wanted a company. And I kind of knew it.
You wanted to keep your job, Giuliana.
Yeah, but also I didn't want to see him angry. He would be really scary when he was angry, like an erupted volcano. You want to avoid it at all costs.
You were afraid of the emotional abuse. How do you want to feel instead, Giuliana?
Proud of myself. Confident. I want to wake up in the morning feeling inspired, thinking that I did the right thing.
Let me ask you, have you been hypnotized before?
No.
We're going to play with some imagination. All you need to do is follow simple instructions in order to be hypnotized. I'm going to use a hypnotic induction to help you disconnect from the mental noise and fall into the state of thoughtlessness. Are you ready?
Sure.
Let me take your hand and take a nice and deep breath in. Good. In the moment, I'm going to do a gentle but sudden pull forward, and you will fall into the state of hypnosis on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deeper relax. That's right. Focus on your breath. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Imagine you stand on the road of your life. Imagine there's a fork right before you. One path goes to your left. Another path goes to your right. The path that goes to your left is a slow downward road. This is your current life. The path that goes to your right, it goes upward. And Giuliana, you've done something completely differently on that path. This is the path where you feel proud of yourself. You wake up in the morning feeling inspired. You've done something completely differently. I don't know what this is. Only you know. Step down that path to your right, to the 10-year point into your future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome back. Open your eyes. Hello there. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How old are you right now?
Just turned 39?
How does it feel like to be 39?
Feels pretty good. I still feel young.
And what else?
Clear. Aware. Happy.
10 years ago, you've mentioned feeling sour, sad. You were really perplexed with something that happened. How do you feel today?
You know, that was a unique time in my life. It seems so far now. Oh gosh, I've been through so much.
10 years later, what is different?
I feel free and confident. I had to learn life lessons the hard way.
And what is the hard way to learn a lesson?
The hard way is when you learn a life lesson through experience, which you become part of, or choose to be part of.
And what would be the other way to learn an important life lesson?
I guess there is an easier way.
So how do you learn a life lesson? An easier way?
From books, guides, mentors. You know, Elena, I didn't have much guidance growing up. I saw my parents busy working and fighting with each other all the time.
So what was a mistake and what lesson did you learn?
I knew who he was. I walked into his cave. I never had sex with him, but I ignored his sexual remarks, even though I was annoyed. He did it to other women. I remember. I placed the importance on a paycheck on my resume. I could have just said no the day he interviewed me for the job.
Seems like you didn't know better.
And starting this lawsuit against him with other women and getting a settlement. I was angry at him. I wanted retribution.
So, the mistake is?
Selling short.
And the lesson is?
Listen to your heart.
Now, what did you do to release shame?
I spoke more about my experience to others.
And what about the money from that lawsuit? It seemed to bother you at the time. What did you do with it?
I burned it. Just kidding. You can't burn the digits in the bank. I used it. Took some workshops. I opened up some sort of manifesto school, teaching women important life lessons, especially those who didn't have a lot of guidance or role models growing up.
So you became a role model.
Yeah,
And you put money into good use.
exactly.
Good for you. What would you like a 29-year-old to know if you were to send her a private message right now?
Stop worrying too much and beating yourself up. It's a waste of time. You did what you did. Just lighten up and forgive yourself.
And Giuliana, what would you like to remember the most from the other path which you have abandoned 10 years ago?
Always, always trust your gut. Don't sell short. Even if you're struggling at the moment, your heart knows what's right. Listen to it.
Even if you are struggling at the moment, Your heart knows the right thing. Listen to it. Thank you for visiting us from the future. Oh, by the way, who's the president over there? If I may ask.
It's a woman. Can you believe that?
I can believe that. What about that pandemic, this coronavirus pandemic? Has it gone away completely?
Oh, yeah. It's like flu now. Except there's another pandemic.
Another virus.
A mental one.
Oh, we can work with those. Now go ahead and look out the window. Take a nice and long and deep breath in. Close your eyes and go back to the same state, to that same state of deep relaxation. 1, 2, 3, processing all the insight from the future self. Brave, confident, clear, aware, happy. You've done something different and you are proud of yourself. Welcome into your new chapter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and welcome back. And at your own pace, you may return right here, right now.
Wow, what a trip.
How do you feel?
Better. I feel lighter already.
Giuliana, there is a solution to every problem, and you just tapped into the solution state in your mind and body. How would you like to support this new change in how you feel?
I want to start journaling. Maybe I should just go back to school. I don't know what the exact next step should be right now.
If you knew what it was, what would it be?
I should probably just go hiking in the mountains and be with nature for some time. And make a plan. And we'll see.
Give it time. The change has already been triggered in your unconscious. Follow your own guidance. Listen to your heart.